Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're going deep into AI-powered testing automation.
It's revolutionizing how we build software.
Yeah, and this isn't just for, like, tech people.
Right.
Whether you're in business, a developer, or just, use technology every day.
Absolutely.
This impacts you, impacts all of us.
Yeah.
We're talking about faster product launches,
Yeah,
fewer glitches,
definitely.
and a whole new level of quality.
It's really exciting to see how AI testing is already impacting so many different industries.
Oh, totally.
Finance, retail,
Healthcare.
healthcare.
Yeah?
Companies are seeing these dramatic reductions in testing time.
Oh, wow. Like, how much are we talking?
In some cases, like 90%, especially for things like regression testing.
Wow, 90%.
Yeah, imagine cutting months down to weeks or even days.
That's wild. Okay, but before we get too far ahead of ourselves,
Sure.
our deep dive today is based on a bunch of reports, case studies, expert analyses.
Right.
Really gives us a good picture of this whole, AI testing landscape.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's a rapidly evolving field.
So let's start with the basics. Why is testing so important in the first place?
Well, every piece of software, from a simple app to a complex financial system, needs to be tested, thoroughly tested, before it goes out into the world.
Makes sense.
And I'm not just talking about making sure it works, as intended.
Right.
It's about security, reliability, performance.
Ultimately, the user experience.
Exactly.
Right. Our sources highlight a pretty good example. Imagine a financial app.
Okay.
People use it to manage their money.
Right.
Even a tiny glitch could have a huge impact.
Oh, absolutely.
We could be talking incorrect balances, failed transactions, even security breaches.
It's interesting because traditional testing methods, the ones that rely heavily on manual effort, they're often slow, expensive, and, well, prone to human error.
And that's where AI comes in.
Precisely. It's not about replacing humans, though. It's about, supercharging their capabilities. Okay, so how does AI-powered testing actually work? Is it like, I don't know, robots sitting at computers clicking buttons all day?
Well, not quite.
Okay, good.
AI-powered testing uses things like machine learning and pattern recognition to automate and really enhance those traditional testing methods.
So it's more like having, a super smart testing buddy.
Yeah, you could think of it that way. It's like having a digital assistant that can learn from past data,
Oh, cool.
identify patterns, and even predict potential issues.
So it's like, hey, watch out for this before it even becomes a problem.
Pretty much.
That's pretty amazing.
Our sources mention some specific ways AI is making a difference, like generating test cases automatically,
Right.
detecting defects more efficiently, and even adapting to changing user behaviors in real time.
In real time. Wow.
Yeah, that adaptability is really key because traditional testing often struggles to keep up with dynamic scenarios like think of a surge in traffic on a retail website during a big sale.
Oh.
AI testing can actually simulate those conditions
Wow.
to make sure the system can handle it.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Our sources actually cite a case study from Spotify,
Interesting.
the music streaming giant.
Yeah.
They've integrated AI testing, and they've seen these incredible results.
I bet.
We're talking about cutting bug detection time from weeks to hours.
That's the power of AI, right? Accelerating those testing cycles,
Oh, yeah.
getting products to market faster. And that speed, it translates into a real competitive edge.
For sure. The companies that can release updates and new features quickly, those are the ones that are going to stay ahead.
Definitely.
Absolutely. Another example, Uber.
Okay, yeah.
They slashed testing costs by, 35%.
That's huge.
Yeah, by using AI testing.
It's not just about the cost savings, though. It's the improved accuracy
Right.
and more comprehensive test coverage. AI can analyze millions of scenarios, identify those subtle patterns.
So it's catching the things humans might miss.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's like having this whole team of, digital detectives working tirelessly.
Yeah.
Making sure your software is top-notch.
Absolutely.
And this brings us to, customer satisfaction. When software is thoroughly tested, it just performs better.
Right.
Fewer glitches, happier users.
Definitely. Our sources highlight Amazon as a great example. Obsessed with quality customer experience
Yeah.
made them a leader. And AI testing plays a huge role in that.
Okay, so we've seen AI making testing faster, cheaper, more accurate.
Right?
It's like the dream, right?
Kind of, yeah.
But let's be realistic. Are there any downsides?
Yeah.
Because our sources do mention some challenges.
Of course, yeah. Every technology has its limitations.
Right.
One potential hurdle is the initial setup cost.
Yeah.
Implementing AI testing does require some investment in technology, training.
You can't just like sprinkle some AI magic dust and expect everything to be perfect.
Not quite, no. It requires some planning, expertise.
Right. And what about those companies still using older systems, legacy systems?
That's a good point.
Can they even use AI testing?
It can be tricky integrating AI testing with legacy systems. It might require kind of a hybrid approach,
Oh, okay.
combining AI with those traditional testing methods, at least, during a transition phase.
So it's not like all or nothing. You can kind of tailor your approach.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. But even with a hybrid approach,
Hmm.
is there a risk of, I don't know, relying too much on AI, blindly trusting it?
That's a great point, and it's important to remember that AI is a tool, a powerful tool, but still a tool.
Right.
Human oversight is still essential. Experienced testers are still vital,
Okay.
defining test strategies, interpreting results, and making sure AI is being used effectively and ethically.
So it's a partnership, humans and AI working together.
Exactly.
But with AI constantly evolving, what does the future hold for testing? What's next?
Well, the future of AI testing is really exciting. One of the coolest trends is what's called self-healing test automation.
Self-healing. What does that even mean?
So imagine AI algorithms that can actually detect when a test fails,
Okay, yeah.
and they automatically adjust the test case to fix the issue.
So it's like having a robot doctor.
Kind of, yeah.
Hmm.
It significantly reduces the need for manual intervention
Wow.
and allows for truly continuous testing.
That's amazing.
Another really interesting trend is predictive testing analysis. This is where AI uses historical data, patterns, to predict potential areas of failure before they even happen.
It's like a crystal ball for your software.
Yeah, exactly. You can proactively address vulnerabilities,
Wow.
prevent problems before they even arise.
That could be huge for certain industries. Healthcare, aviation.
Right, where software reliability is critical.
Totally.
And as DevOps becomes more and more popular, the integration of AI-driven testing into those DevOps pipelines is going to be crucial.
DevOps. That's
A set of practices that combine software development and IT operations
okay.
to shorten the system's development lifecycle.
Got it.
And this is going to enable continuous testing where every single code change is automatically tested in real time.
So it's like having I don't know, an invisible safety net.
Yeah. Catching those errors and bugs before they can do any damage.
It's like a safety-first approach to development.
Exactly. And this continuous feedback loop allows developers to iterate faster and more efficiently, right? Leading to quicker product releases, a more agile process overall.
Yeah, so AI is really shaking things up in the testing world, bringing
Yeah.
both challenges and like incredible opportunities.
Definitely.
But before we wrap up this part, I keep thinking about something.
I'm curious. What is it?
We've talked about how amazing AI testing is, the speed, the efficiency. But as this technology keeps getting more sophisticated, more autonomous,
Right.
what about us? What
Yeah.
about the human element?
Yeah, that's a big question.
What does this mean for human testers in the future? Are we all going to be replaced by robots?
That's a question a lot of people are asking, and it's something we'll definitely dive into much deeper in the next part of our deep dive.
Okay, good. I was getting worried there for a second.
We'll explore how the role of human testers is evolving, the skills they'll need to thrive in this AI-powered world, how that relationship between humans and AI in testing is going to unfold.
Okay, sounds like we have a lot more to talk about. So, in this part, we've explored the why, the what, and the how of AI-powered testing. We've seen how it's changing the game, bringing speed, efficiency, a whole new level of accuracy to the process.
We've also talked about the potential benefits, the challenges of implementing AI testing, and we've gotten a glimpse of the future.
Self-healing automation.
Predictive testing analysis.
It's really exciting stuff.
It is. But the conversation doesn't end here. We've really only just scratched the surface of this fascinating topic. In the next part of our deep dive, we'll go even deeper. We'll look at that evolving role of human testers, explore best practices for implementation, and really examine the long-term impact of this tech on the whole software development industry.
It's going to be good.
It is, and we'll be sharing more real-world examples, case studies, to show you how companies are successfully integrating AI testing and getting amazing results. So stay tuned. The deep dive continues.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back to the deep dive. So we've established that AI is, transforming software testing. But like with any powerful technology, we got to think about the human element.
Well, it's easy to get caught up in all the, like, cool stuff AI can do.
Right.
But we can't forget about the people involved.
Absolutely. And that brings us to the question we kind of left hanging last time.
Oh, right, yeah.
What does the future hold for human testers?
Yeah, in this, like, increasingly AI-driven world.
Exactly.
I mean, some people might be worried, right? Like, is AI going to make human testers obsolete?
That's a common concern, but what our sources suggest is actually a much more collaborative future.
Oh, okay. So it's not like robots are taking over.
Not at all. It's more about AI augmenting human intelligence,
Okay.
not replacing it.
So it's more like AI is a tool
Exactly, yeah. Like a powerful toolkit.
to help testers do their jobs better.
More efficiently, more effectively, for sure.
So instead of being scared of AI, testers should see it as a chance to, like, level up their skills.
Absolutely. The skills that are going to be most valuable in this new world, they're the ones that really require human intuition,
Okay.
creativity, critical thinking. Things like test strategy development,
Right.
risk assessment, exploratory testing, user experience evaluation.
I get it. So, like, AI can handle the repetitive stuff,
Right.
but it can't replace the human ability to, like, understand complex situations,
Exactly.
think outside the box, really empathize with users.
Yeah, for example, AI might be great at spotting potential bugs in the code,
Uh-huh.
but it takes a human tester to understand what those bugs really mean in the real world
Right. How important are they really?
and how to prioritize them. It's not just about finding bugs,
It's about understanding the bigger picture.
the significance, the potential consequences.
That makes sense. That definitely requires, like, a deeper level of analysis,
Right.
judgment that AI, at least for now, can't provide.
Exactly. And as software just keeps getting more complex, and user expectations keep rising,
Yeah.
the role of human testers in making sure things are high quality and users are happy, that's just going to become even more important.
Our sources actually highlight some pretty cool examples of how companies are already shifting the roles of human testers in these, like, AI-driven environments.
Yeah. One example is this financial services company. They're using AI to automate regression testing,
Okay.
which frees up their human testers to focus on exploratory testing.
So, like, testing new features and stuff.
Exactly. And this has actually led to a big improvement in the quality of their software
Wow, that's great.
and fewer bugs making it out into the world.
That's a win.
It is. It shows how AI can really, enhance those human capabilities,
Right.
make the whole testing process better.
But what about the skills?
Yeah.
What will human testers need to know to, like, really succeed in this new world?
Well, obviously, understanding the basics of testing is always going to be essential.
Right, the fundamentals.
But now testers are also going to need to develop new skills, stuff related to AI, machine learning.
So, like, understanding how those AI algorithms work.
Yeah, exactly. How to interpret the results of AI-driven tests, how to collaborate effectively with AI systems.
Sounds kind of complicated.
It can be, but it's also very rewarding. Testers will need to become more, data savvy,
Okay.
able to analyze big data sets, pull out those meaningful insights,
Right.
and comfortable working with those AI-powered tools and platforms.
So it's like the role of a human tester is becoming more specialized, more strategic.
Definitely. It's more challenging, but it's also, way more rewarding than ever before. It requires a deeper understanding of both, like, technology and human behavior,
Right.
and it plays a crucial role in shaping the future of software development.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So what can testers do to, get ready for this AI-powered future?
Well, the best thing they can do is to just embrace learning, continuous learning.
Stay curious.
Exactly. Stay up to date on the latest trends in AI and testing, try out new tools and technologies, and look for opportunities to develop those skills in things like data analysis.
Right.
For sure.
And willingness to, like, take on new challenges.
Especially as the pace of technology just keeps accelerating.
Okay, so we've talked about the evolving role of, human testers. But let's zoom out a bit.
Right.
How is AI testing changing the whole software development process?
Well, one of the biggest impacts is the shift toward continuous testing.
Right, we touched on that a bit earlier.
Exactly. And as we discussed, AI allows testing to be integrated into the whole development lifecycle.
Instead of it being like this separate thing at the end.
Exactly.
So developers can get feedback much faster,
Right.
fix bugs earlier.
And release updates more often.
It's like a much more agile and iterative approach.
Exactly. And this constant feedback loop, it leads to higher quality software, faster time to market.
Happier customers.
Win-win for everybody.
But this whole shift toward continuous testing, it probably requires some changes, right? Like in the mindset of the teams.
Absolutely, yeah. Teams need to be all about collaboration, communication, and be willing to experiment, to learn.
Our sources actually highlight some pretty interesting examples of companies that have really embraced AI testing, made it a core part of their development process.
Yeah, there's this logistics company. They're using AI-powered testing to automate the testing of their mobile app,
Okay.
which is used by tons of drivers every day. And by integrating testing into their DevOps pipeline,
Ops again, yeah.
they've been able to release updates way more frequently
That's awesome.
and with much more confidence, making sure their drivers always have the latest, most reliable version.
That's a great example of how AI testing can support a more agile, responsive development process.
Yeah.
But with everything changing so fast, what are some of the long-term implications of all this?
That's a question that's still being answered, to be honest. But one thing is clear. AI testing is a game changer.
Totally.
It's making us rethink how we build and deliver software. And it's creating these new opportunities for innovation and efficiency.
It really is an exciting time to be involved in the software world.
Right.
But as we're, heading into this AI-powered future,
Right.
it's important to remember technology is just a tool. The real power is in the hands of the people using it.
Couldn't agree more. It's up to us to make sure AI is used responsibly, ethically, and for the good of humanity.
Well said. Okay, so we've covered a lot in this part. The evolving role of human testers, the impact of AI testing on the whole software development process, and the long-term implications of this tech. But before we wrap up, there's one last piece of the puzzle.
I'm all ears. What else is there?
We've talked about how AI is changing how we test software. But what about the software itself?
Ah, interesting.
How is AI influencing the very nature of what we're building? And what does that mean for the future of software development?
Now you're getting to the heart of it. That's a really fascinating question, and one we're going to explore in depth in the final part of our deep dive.
Stay tuned. The deep dive continues. Welcome back to the deep dive.
So we've explored the impact of AI on testing, the evolving role of those human testers, and that shift towards continuous testing.
Right.
But now, in this final part, we're going even deeper.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're going beyond just the process of testing and looking at how AI is actually shaping the software itself.
It's like AI is not just changing how we build software,
Right.
but also what we actually build.
Yeah, totally.
It's opening up these new possibilities, pushing the boundaries of, what software can do.
Our sources point to some pretty amazing examples. We're talking about software that can learn from user behavior, adapt to changing conditions.
Right. And even make decisions on its own.
It's pretty mind-blowing, the stuff that's happening right now.
It is. One area where this is really clear is in personalized experiences.
Yeah, personalization is huge.
AI allows software to tailor itself to each user, learning their preferences,
Right.
anticipating your needs.
Exactly. Think about those music streaming services that recommend songs based on what you've listened to before.
Oh, yeah.
Or e-commerce sites that suggest products you might like based on your past purchases.
It's like they know me better than I know myself sometimes.
Right. AI is making these experiences so much more intuitive and engaging.
And it goes beyond just, recommending things. AI is making it possible to create this truly adaptive software
Oh, absolutely.
that can adjust, what it does based on real-time data and what the user's doing.
That's right. It's constantly learning and evolving.
Our sources talk about this fitness app
Yoga.
that uses AI to make personalized workout plans. It considers the user's fitness level, their goals, even how they're feeling that day,
It's like having a virtual personal trainer.
right in your pocket.
Yeah.
Another area where AI is having a massive impact is in intelligent assistants.
Oh, yeah. Those chatbots.
I mean, we all know Siri, Alexa, Google Assistant. They're everywhere.
Part of our daily lives.
Totally. Helping us with, setting reminders, controlling our smart homes, all that stuff.
But that's really just the beginning.
Yeah, what's next?
AI-powered assistants are getting so much smarter. They can understand natural language better. They're learning from all those interactions, and they're even starting to anticipate our needs before we even ask.
So it's like they'll know what I want before I even know what I want.
Exactly. Imagine a world where your intelligent assistant can like not only manage your schedule,
Right.
but also proactively book appointments, make travel arrangements, even handle your finances.
Whoa, that's kind of scary.
It is a little bit, but also pretty exciting.
True.
And as AI keeps evolving, we can expect even more groundbreaking stuff.
It's both, like really exciting, but also a little bit daunting
I know what you mean.
to think about all the possibilities.
Yeah.
But as we're building this AI-powered future, we have to think about like what it means for quality.
Yeah, how do we make sure that AI-infused software is not only innovative,
Right.
but also reliable, safe, ethical?
That's a big question. I mean, will our old ways of testing even work for this kind of software?
That's the challenge, right? Those traditional methods might not be enough for software that's constantly learning and changing.
Our sources suggest that testing this AI-powered software needs a new approach,
Definitely.
one that focuses on not just how it works,
Right.
but also things like bias,
Fairness.
explainability, all that.
Exactly. If we're using AI to make decisions like, approving loans or job applications,
Yeah, high-stakes stuff.
we got to make sure those algorithms aren't biased against certain groups of people.
We don't want to create a world where AI is just like reinforcing existing inequalities.
Right. We want to make sure it's being used for good.
And we need to be able to understand like how AI systems make those decisions.
Yeah. Transparency is key.
If like a self-driving car suddenly swerves,
Right.
we need to know why it did that.
Absolutely.
Was it safe? Was it the right call?
Exactly. And that's where explainable AI comes in.
Okay, what is that?
It's about creating AI systems that can actually explain what they're doing
Oh, interesting.
in a way that humans can understand.
That makes sense.
And as AI becomes more and more a part of our lives, this explainability, this transparency, this accountability,
Right.
it's only going to become more important.
So it's not just about making software smarter.
Right.
It's about making it smarter and more responsible.
It's about using AI's power, but making sure it aligns with human values.
Yeah, making sure it's actually benefiting society.
Absolutely.
Well, we've come a long way in this deep dive. We started with how AI is transforming testing, and now we're talking about like the very nature of software in this AI-powered world.
It has been a fascinating journey.
It really has.
It's clear that the future of software development is, full of challenges,
Right.
but also just incredible opportunities.
As we wrap up, we hope you've come away with a better understanding of like how AI is shaping the software that powers our world.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit of that sense of wonder about what's still to come.
Keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep into the world of software development.
It's an exciting time to be a part of it.
The journey's just beginning. Thanks for joining us on the deep dive.